A few months ago, June and I were driving down Sunset Strip in Hollywood one Saturday night, and I commented to her about all the young people milling around in bunches, in groups of 10, 20, on one corner, and then twos and threes and fours, walking up and down the sidewalk. Some people call these young people hippies. Well, now, if that many young people had been out on the streets together, back in my part of the country, say, 30 years ago, damned if there wouldn't have been a fight every 20 feet. But those young people out there seem to be the nonviolent variety. Now, they may look strange to us, the way they dress, may look strange to a lot of people, but a lot of them are wearing clothes that would have looked just right a few short years ago. And you know, maybe they're trying to hold on to that part of our American heritage that they believe was good and beautiful. Now, granted, there'll always be a few bad apples making the headlines. And violence in any form is destructive and should not be allowed. However, I do believe that most of our young people are good and that all they desire is to be listened to. They're only exercising their freedom of speech, and God help you if that's ever taken away from them, America. Here is a song I wrote just recently about the youth of today. The old man turned off the radio, says, where did all of the old songs go? Kids sure play funny music these days, sure play them in the strangest ways. Looks to me like they've all gone wild. It was peaceful back when I was a child. Well, man, could it be that the girls and boys are trying to be heard above your noise? The lonely voice of youth cries, what is truth? A little boy of 3 sitting on the floor looks up and says, Daddy, what is war? Son, that's when people fight and die. Little boy of 3 says, Daddy, why? Young man of 17 in Sunday school, being taught the golden rule. By the time another year's gone around, maybe his turn to lay his life down. Can you blame the voice of youth for asking, what is truth? Young man sitting on a witness stand, man with a book says, raise your hand. Repeat after me, I solemnly swear. Judge looks down at his long hair. And although the young man solemnly swore, seemed nobody hurt anymore. And it really didn't matter if the truth was there. It was the cut of his clothes and the length of his hair. And the lonely voice of youth cries, what is truth? Young girl dancing to the latest beat has found new ways to move her feet. Young man speaking in the city square, trying to tell somebody that he cares. Yeah, the ones that you're calling wild, gonna be the leaders in a little while. The old world's waking to a newborn day, and I solemnly swear it'll be their way. You better help that voice of youth find what is truth. The lonely voice of youth cries, what is true?